Hey, good day, everyone. So here we are, another episode of our um, marine diesel engine. So our topic for today is about main engine fuel oil system. So this is a diagram of a Sulzer 12-cylinder engine. So as you can see, so there are different parts. So we will follow the flow first before we discuss each component in our system. So first, we have here from heavy fuel oil service tank and from diesel oil service tank. So we can choose whether we will um, use the heavy fuel oil or the low quality oil fuel oil for for our fuel for the main engine, or we can use the diesel oil. Okay, so if your engine is still cold, so we can use first the diesel oil, and then when it's already at the correct temperature, we can slight uh, slightly adjust, or we will adjust the fuel suction from diesel oil to heavy fuel oil. So so we will change over very slowly. So we should not um, simultaneously, or we should not directly change from diesel to heavy fuel oil. We should change it um, slowly. So from around 5% open, 10% up to 100% open to heavy fuel oil. So unti-unti lang yung pagbukas natin. Huwag nating bilisan. Okay, para hindi naman mabigla yung ating main engine sa fuel. So biglang from diesel oil na sobrang labnaw, so you change over mo agad sa malapot na heavy fuel oil at mainit pa yung heavy fuel oil di tulad ng diesel na di kailangan ng heating yung fuel niya. So kailangan unti-unti, okay? And then, here is the changeover valve. And then we go to the supply pumps. Fuel oil supply pumps. We have two supply pumps, one for standby during emergency, and then we can use one for the supply. And then after that, the fuel will go to the flow meter. So in here, the flow meter will measure how many fuel or how much fuel have already gone into the system. So para measure natin, makalculate natin kung ilan na yung konsumo ng ating fuel. And in case na our flow meter is damaged, so we have here a bypass valve. Okay, next we have here the vent tank. Some also know, some also name this as a mixing tank. Okay, then after the mixing tank, we have here a strainer. So the strainer protects the pump from any damage and the system also. So kung anong mga components after the filter, pinoprotectionan niya ng filter from impurities na maaring makasira sa kanila. Okay, then after the filter or strainer, we have here the fuel oil booster pumps. So we have valves, we have relief valve to protect the pump from overpressure. Okay, next we have here the fuel oil heaters. So our heater is um, uses steam for heating the fuel. So steam ang gamit natin, ito from boiler yan. Okay, so after the heater, uh, pa, pag maganda na yung temperature ng ating fuel, next the fuel will go to the backflush filter. So pag nasira yung backflush filter, meron tayong bypass filter here. So bypass filter is always on standby pag hindi gumagana hindi na gumagana, or madumi na yung ating backflush filter. So yung backflush filter natin, automatic yan, nagdi-dislodge. So tinatanggal na yung duming nakukuha niya. Pero pag sobrang marami na yung dumi na nakukuha niya at hindi niya kayang ma-dislodge yung lahat, so yun na, nag-aalarma yan ng differential pressure. So pag nag-alarma yan, kailangan mo talaga yang linisan. So before mo yan linisan, change over mo muna to sa bypass filter, then use the bypass filter, and then you can clean your backflush filter. Okay, next we have here the fuel to the different consumers from to DG1, DG2, diesel generator 3, and diesel generator 4. And then we also have a flow to the main engine. So here are the main engines. So different cylinder 1, cylinder 2, up to cylinder 12. So our fuel will go through we'll go through here in the viscosimeter, or this one measures the viscosity. So depending on the viscosity of the fuel, so when the viscosity, for example, here we have here a viscosity of 15. So if the viscosity is very high or more than 15, so the viscosimeter will give signal to the here into the cascade or slave control. Viscosimeter will give signal to the control selector cascade, and then the cascade will open this um, control valve to increase the steam heating to the heater. So pag okay na yung temperature natin sa yung viscosity natin, so bibigyan na naman siya ulit ng signal dito na bawasan yung steam, or either i-close niya or bawasan niya yung steam. So depending on the viscosity, yung ating steam naman is naka-standby lang na pwede niyang increase yung heating or decrease the heating depending on the viscosity. And then after here, we have the air cushion. So we have air cushion here in the entrance and here in the exit, or in the inlet and the outlet of our lines. So we have air cushion. So the air cushion, ano bang gamit ng air cushion? So to absorb the shock or the vibration that may occur in the fuel pump system o fuel pump lines. So dahil yung fuel pump natin nagbibigay ng pressure, nagkakaroon ng oscillating uh, kakaroon ng vibration or maliit na oscillating motion dahil sa pump. So nag-create siya ng vibration that yung air cushion natin ang nag-absorb ng mga unwanted naman natin na mga vibrations na yon. So we will discuss it more on the next slides. And then after the air cushion, papasok siya ng fuel pump, fuel injector sa cylinder natin. And then after that, yung sobra ay lalabas dito sa outlet, and then going through here there is a 9 bar pressure setting on this pressure regulating valve. So mini-maintain niya yung 9 bar pressure sa ating system para maganda ang ating injection, then di madaling magkaroon ng bubbles, uh, and to protect din ating system from leakage na pwedeng pumasok yung hangin. So we will discuss it more in the next slides. So after that, we have a three-way valve here. So you can directly put the fuel back to the service tank, or you can put it here in the mixing tank. So high temperature kasi dumaan na siya sa heater dito. So high temperature na siya, pwede mo siyang ilagay sa mixing tank to mix the high temperature na return from the low temperature here sa supply. So from supply, hindi naman to masyadong mainit. So it's around 95 degrees lang siguro pataas, na hindi naman sobra siguro yan sa 100 degrees. So malamig pa yung ating supply pumps, 95 degrees Celsius or around 105 degrees Celsius, depende sa heating natin. And then pag dumaan na yan, after dito sa FO heater, aangat pa yan ng 120 degrees to 140 degrees, depending sa fuel na ginagamit mo. So, pag yung 140 degrees, sayang naman pag ibalik mo lang yan diretso sa service tank, pwede mo yan ilagay dito sa mixing tank para mag-mix na agad yung 125 degrees Celsius na fuel oil mo at yung 95 to 105 degrees Celsius na fuel oil mo dito sa supply. So, pag mix dyan, higupin ulit yan ng booster pump, buboost na yung pressure up to 9 bars, or depende sa system. Usually, meron ako nasakyan na 12 bar yung pressure dito sa after booster. And then, mini-maintain yan ng ating pressure regulating valve. So, we will discuss more of the fuel oil system. Okay, so the fuel oil system. The purpose of the fuel oil service system is to preheat the fuel oil to correct injection viscosity, to fine filter the fuel oil, and to supply the main engine's diesel generators with a continuous flow of fuel oil at a correct pressure. So, ang pinaka-purpose natin sa fuel oil system is to preheat. So, kailangan natin yung correct viscosity ng ating fuel para maganda yung injection natin. Then, kailangan natin yung fine filter para malinis yung ating ma-inject sa ating cylinder. Pag madumi yung fuel natin, and then inject mo doon, baka maaaring yung ating mga fuel injectors, yung mechanisms doon, yung mga metals doon, is pwede siyang ma-erode. Yung sa fuel pump, mabilis yung erosion or mabilis masira yung ating mga fuel pumps and fuel injectors pag masyadong madumi. And then, ating yung combustion chamber naman natin, yung combustion natin na nakikreate sa combustion chamber is hindi siya masyadong maganda pag madumi yung fuel. Okay, all engines are running at the same viscosity and intended to operate on heavy fuel oil at all times, full power, maneuvering, and in port. So, pagkaya mo yung SOx and NOx emission, kung kaya ng heavy fuel oil mo, pwedeng heavy fuel oil yung gamitin mo. But on some areas na strict sila, kaya usually diesel agad nag-change over tayo ng diesel. But mas economical yung heavy fuel oil. So if pwede naman, most of the time, mas maganda heavy fuel oil na yung gamitin mo. Operation diesel oil should only be done during abnormal conditions and during major overhaul of the fuel oil system. So, sa Sulzer naman, since kaya niyang ma-achieve yung current emission standards natin kahit na heavy fuel oil ang gamit, so yung diesel oil, nagamit lang natin during abnormal conditions or pagkatapos natin mag-major overhaul, so hindi muna natin i-direkta yung heavy fuel oil na gagamitin, diesel oil muna. Okay, the system is capable of preparing heavy fuel oil with a viscosity of 700 centistoke at 50 degrees Celsius and arranged as a pressurized fuel oil system in order to prevent foaming and high-pressure fuel oil pump cavitations. So, yung viscosity ng fuel natin, heavy fuel, is masyadong mataas. Okay? Pero, since kaya naman ng heating natin, pababain yung ating viscosity. So, 700 is the term of this. So, it is possible to lift each fuel pump of the main engine separately with a lifting gear. So description, our system have two supply pumps. So here we have two supply pumps. So take suction from the heavy fuel oil tanks or from the diesel oil service tank through an adjustable three-way mixing valve. So mixing valve, ibig sabihin na pwede mong i-mix yung diesel at fuel mo. Pwede mong diesel lahat, pwede fuel oil lahat, heavy fuel oil lahat. Okay? The supply line from each service tank is equipped with non-return valves in order to prevent confluence. The supply pumps discharge to the venting tank at a pressure of approximately 4 bar. So, kaya ng ating supply pumps, mga 4 bar ng pressure papunta sa ating venting tank. So the total amount of fuel oil supplied to the venting tank is measured by a flow meter equipped with a bypass valve. So here is a flow meter para ma-check natin kung ilan na yung consumption natin sa fuel. So the capacity of each supply pump exceeds the max consumption of the main engines and the diesel engines. So the venting tank can be drained to the spill oil tank through a drain valve. So pwede mo i-drain yung ating venting valve in case kailangan mong mag-maintenance, magpalit ng fuel, or pag madumi na siguro, palitan mo yan. You can drain it to the spill oil tank. And then, yung venting tank din natin, meron din siyang other use. So, pag medyo mainit yung fuel mo, and then magkakaroon siya ng bubbles, or pwede mo rin yang gamitin as a deaerating tank. So, vent mo yun sa taas, yung mga bubbles na yun. So, vent mo or deaerating, kasi deaerating tank din tawag dito sa vent tank. So, merong deaerating doon sa itaas niya. The capacity which, okay, the venting tank can be drained. 2 fuel oil circulation pumps take suction from the venting tank. So, from the venting tank, suction naman yung ating booster pumps or circulation pumps. So, pwede yang sabihin na, pwede yang circulating pump yung tawag dyan sa booster pumps natin. And discharge the fuel circulating line, supplying fuel oil to the injection system, the main engines, and of the diesel generators. The circulating line is equipped with 2 steam-heated fuel oil heaters. So, dalawa yung ating heater na gamit. Yung isa, standby lang. Okay. 2 steam-heated fuel oil, 1 backflush filter, 1 bypass filter, and 1 viscosity controller. So, isang backflush fuel oil filter. Gamit natin pag nasira yan, meron tayong standby na bypass filter. So, and then we have viscosity controller. So the capacity of each heater is sufficient for the max consumption for the main engines and the diesel engines. So, bawat heater natin, kaya niya yung lahat ng generator at main engine. Kaya niya ang heating ng fuel sa lahat ng yan. Kahit isa lang. And then, yung isa, standby yan lagi. Kailangan palaging malinis yan para pag ginamit mo, maganda yung heating niya. Okay? There is a facility to run the diesel generators on marine diesel oil with the main engine on heavy fuel oil. So, yung diesel generator naman, meron yan separate na line sa diesel line. So, pwede naman diesel lang yung gamitin natin sa generators. So, the capacity of each circulating pump exceeds the max consumption of the main engines and the diesel engines. So, excess fuel is normally returned to the venting tank. So, excess fuel, babalik mo sa venting tank. Huwag mo idiretso sa service tank. Okay, an adjustable 5 to 10 bar back pressure valve maintains a constant pressure in the circulation line. So, yung back pressure valve natin, dito, nagme-maintain from 5 to 10 bars, mini-maintain niya yung pressure sa ating linyada. A fuel circulation circuit is installed to allow peer-to-peer operation and HFO. So, the steam for heating of the venting tank and all fuel oil lines, steam tracing is supplied through an adjustable 0 to 10 bar steam reduction valve. So, kung makita natin dito, meron tayong mga light blue colored na broken lines. So, yung mga light blue colored broken lines, yan ang tinatawag nila na steam tracing line. So, yan ang tinatawag nila na steam tracing line. So, mini-maintain niya yung heating ng ating mga linyada. So, kailangan mainit palagi yung ating mga pipes. Kasi, pag dumaan yung fuel dyan, tapos malamig yan, paaring yung fuel natin dyan, pwedeng ang tawag din yung masyadong lalapot yung ating fuel lines, fuel pag dumaan sa mga linyada. Kaya, pati yung linyada, kailangan may steam tracing line or may steam na dumadaan dyan sa gilid ng may linyada na parang copper tube lang yung laki, maliit lang. So, yung copper tube na yun, nakadikit yun sa tubo. Tapos yung tubo, pinapainit lagi ng steam. natin. Okay? So, pwede naman tanggalin yung steam tracing, shut off by stop valves. Pero, mas maganda pag may steam tracing. Palagi naman yan mayroong steam tracing. So, lahat ng linyada ng fuel, lalo na pag dumaan na yung heavy fuel oil, pag lumamig lang yan ng konti, lalapot agad yan, baka wala nang humina na yung fuel na pupunta sa main engine pag masyadong malapot or hindi na maganda yung fuel injection. Kaya yung lahat ng lines, meron tayong tinatawag na steam tracing line. Okay, the fuel oil viscosity control. The viscosity control positions the steam valve of the fuel oil heater directly or indirectly by adjusting the set. So meron tayong cascade control at yung single PID loop. So the feedback signal to the slave controller is the fuel oil outlet temperature of the fuel oil heaters. So at low load, it may prove to be necessary to stabilize the controller by reducing the steam supply to the fuel oil heaters. So meron tayo dito after the heater, meron tayong broken line, black ang color, papunta dito. So papunta sa slave control. And then another from viscosity controller naman. So compare na yung temperature doon and viscosity, and then depende sa gusto ng adjustment niya or ng set point. So magbubukas, magdadagdag ng steam or magbabawas ng steam. Okay, fuel oil system preparation procedure. Number 1, preparation starting at diesel oil supply system. First, set the three-way valve into diesel oil position for pure diesel oil. So, before mag-start ng makina, lalo na pag yung kaka-start mo lang ng makina, galing ka sa dry dock or matagal nang pumara yung makina mo, diesel muna yung gagamitin mo, 100% diesel. And then, ensure sufficient level in diesel oil service tank and drain the tank. So, drain mo, baka may mga dumi na nag-settle down. So, you can, tanggalin mo lang yon. Drain the tank or may mga tubig na nag-settle down. So, drain mo lang yung tank every duty. And then, line up system from diesel oil service tank to venting tank. Bypass valve for fuel oil flow meter normally to be closed. Okay, close venting tank drain valve. So, i-line up mo yung fuel mo before mag-start ng main engine. Line up mo yung fuel mo, i-close mo yung drain valve, baka naka-drain pa yung venting tank mo, maubos yung fuel mo. Okay, next, open the valves to one of the fuel oil heaters and the back flush filter. So, isang fuel heater lang gagamitin, isang pump, yung back flush filter yung gagamitin, standby lang yung bypass filter. Check that the main engine fuel oil emergency shut-off valve is open. So, yung emergency shut-off valve, i-check natin na kailangan naka-open yan. Baka kasi may nag-shutdown yan or naka-emergency shut-off pala yan nung nag-maintenance ka ng main engine. So, check mo muna. Open fuel oil shut-off valve for both main engines and the supply valve for the diesel generators. Return line valve pressure controller must be set to 7 to 8 bars. So, the return line valve pressure. So, here, the valve here. Yung valve dito, kailangan nakaset sa 7 to 8 bars. Check the three-way valve in the return line is set to return to venting tank. So, yung three-way valve dito, kailangan sa venting tank, papunta. Hindi dun sa service tank. Set fuel viscosity controller into manual. So, manual muna. Then, pag okay na yung system, pwede mo na yung i-auto. Check that the valves for steam supply to fuel heaters and steam tracing are closed. Okay, wala munang steam heating kasi diesel pa yung gamit natin. Di kailangan ng heating yan. So, kailangan naka-close muna yung ating mga valves papunta sa ating heater at sa steam tracing line. So, dito naman yung valve sa steam tracing line. Start one of the supply pumps manually and check the discharge pressure, temperature, and flow. So, start mo isang supply pump dito. Check mo yung pressure. Pag okay, pag sumobra yung pressure, nag-activate yung pressure relief valve niya, maaring yung valve mo, outlet valve mo nakasarado yan, or may mga valves dito sa unahan na nakasarado. So, check mo yung pressure. Pag okay ang lahat, okay na yung pressure, temperature, and flow, okay. Next naman. When the venting tank is filled up, start one fuel oil booster pump. So, check muna kung napuno na yung vent tank mo bago mo start yung booster pump. Ganun pa rin, check discharge pressure, temperature, and flows. Ganun palagi pag nag-start. Then, select auto standby for supply pumps and for booster pumps at the power shift pump control panel. So, pag okay na yung pressure, temperature, and flow, walang leaking, so you can put it on auto na agad. So note, if steam system is not shut off effectively by closing the stop and control valves of the steam system, there is a risk of heating the diesel oil. So pag mainit masyado yung ating diesel oil, may cause poor lubrication of high pressure pumps, plunger, and the fuel oil nozzle needle valve due to low viscosity. So pag masyadong malabnaw na yung diesel na gamit mo kasi diesel na nga yung gamit mo, hiniting mo pa, masyado nang malabnaw. So, pag dumaan yan sa ating fuel injector at fuel pump, so hindi na niya masyadong malubricate yung ating pumps. So, kasi dalawa yan eh. Nag-lubricate, ginagamit siya as a fuel and then ginagamit din siya as a lubrication. Kasi pagdaan niya sa mga sa plunger natin ng ating pumps, fuel pump and fuel injector, pag dumaan yan doon, so parte din yan na naglubricate din yan doon sa mga parts, moving parts sa loob. Pag masyadong malabnaw na yung diesel na pinapasok mo doon, syempre magkikisisan yung mga metal parts doon sa loob and then it may cause damage. So this again may cause piston or needle valve to seize. So yung piston at needle valve natin maaring masira doon sa ating fuel pump and fuel injector sa main engine. Okay, note 2. If there is no fuel oil consumption from the fuel oil supply system, the supply pumps must be stopped in order to avoid damage of the pump due to high temperature. So, pag walang fuel oil consumption or walang fuel oil supply dito sa flow meter, automatic na maaring yung ating pump is tumatakbo na walang laman. So, maaring mag-overpressure yan, mag-high temperature pala, and then may baka ma-damage, so stop mo agad. Be sure to check the valves here. Baka may valve na sarado kaya walang dumadaan na fuel. The supply pump will stop when the casing temperature is raised to 135 degrees Celsius and can be started again when the temperature is lowered again. So, pag nag 135 degrees Celsius yan, mag-overheat yan, and then magti-trip. So, wag mo na antayin na mag-trip siya, para mo na agad, para hindi masira. So, it can be necessary to stop the pump and only circulate the oil through the heater with the booster pump, or to change the return select valve to return to service oil tank so the flow is maintained to cool down the supply pump's casing temperature. Normally, when the diesel generator is supplied from the fuel oil system, there will be no problems. So, yun lang mga note na kailangan natin i-check. So, check natin na hindi natin nahihiting yung diesel oil. And then, i-check natin yung pump na palaging may dumadaan na fuel sa kanya para di mag-overheat. Okay, changing from diesel oil to heavy fuel oil. So, pag tumatakbo na yung engine mo, so, from diesel pa yon ginagamit mo, hindi pwede na yung diesel, diretso mo agad heavy fuel oil. So, unti-unti mong buksan papunta sa heavy fuel oil. So, the main engine load must be maximum 30%. The engine well heated. Pag maganda na yung heating ng makina, and then yung engine load niya at 30% na, you can slowly use the fuel oil. So, first, start the FO purifier. So, dapat yung FO purifier mo is nag-ooperate siya. Ensure sufficient level in the service tank and proper temperature in order to get a suitable oil viscosity. So, yung FO purifier mo is tumatakbo siya. Yung suction niya is from service tank and then or pwede rin from settling tank and then may heating yan na may heating yan para yung fuel na pupunta sa ating service tank ay medyo mainit na. So, kailangan i-maintain mo yung proper temperature para hindi malapot masyado yung fuel na pupunta sa ating supply pumps. So, next, drain the tank. So, drain mo, tingnan mo yung lumalabas sa drain mo, kung tubig ba yung lumalabas o kung fuel na ba or madumi ba yung lumalabas. So, check mo. And then, pag okay na, drain mo lang ng sandali. Pag wala nang tubig lumalabas, okay na yan. Or hindi na madumi yung lumalabas, okay na yan. Next, line up the system from fuel oil service tank to three-way mixing valve. Okay, ito, mixing valve. Line up mo na sa mixing, ito pa, three-way mixing valve, ito pala. So, kailangan yung pipes o yung valves mula sa service papunta sa three-way valve is naka-line up na. Then, open steam valve to select FO heater. So, pwede mo na buksan tong steam valve dito. Then, yung steam for steam tracing, buksan mo na rin kasi unti-unti ka nang nag-transfer from diesel oil to heavy fuel oil. So, 7, set steam line pressure control to desired setting, 5 to 8 bars, and check steam pressure. So, check mo yung steam mo, set mo sa 5 to 8 bar yung pressure ng steam mo, and then, pag mababa yung steam pressure mo, baka hindi mo pa na-start yung boiler, check mo rin yung boiler kung tumatakbo na siya, kailangan meron siyang steam pressure na na-produce. Okay, set viscosity control into manual and set point at 0%. Then the steam valve in the supply line is close to the heaters. So, wala mo ng steam sa heater. So, slowly admit steam to heater raising temperature 1 to 2 degrees Celsius in a minute by increasing the manual set point. So, yung pag nagbukas ka na ng steam sa ating heater, unti-unti lang yung pagbukas. So, kailangan yung temperature niya, pagtaas niya 1 to 2 degrees Celsius in every minute yung pagtaas. Hindi mo pwedeng biglain na mainit agad yung ipasok mo. Diretso mo yung i-fully open mo agad yung steam kasi magnanacking yan sa mga pipes natin. Then, possible magkakaroon ng burst, may madadamage, may masisirang pipes or yung heater natin, yung mga tubes doon, baka may ma-damage. So, unti-unti lang yung pag-increase ng ating steam. So, maintain temperature until pumps, fuel valves, etc. are heated to correspond with the oil temperature. So, unti-unti mo yung pinapainit ang fuel, unti-unti ring uminit yung ating mga pumps, valves, yung mga components sa fuel oil system, yung heater, so hindi siya mabibigla. Ensure oil in the fuel oil service tank is heated to about 75 to 95 degrees Celsius and change over to fuel operating with mixing valve. So, kailangan yung fuel oil service tank natin, mababa pa yung heating. Hindi pwede na mainit na yung ating service tank tapos imimix mo sa malamig na diesel oil. So, kailangan mo nang mababa muna yung ating fuel oil service tank. Around 75 to 95 degrees Celsius muna. Huwag mo munang palagpasin na 95 to 96, 97, or 100. Kasi masyadong mainit yon. Tapos pag i-mix mo sa diesel, hindi maganda yung mixing niya. Quicker changeover can be obtained with return to service tank open. This, however, may cause needle valve to seize in fuel injectors. So, if ever na gusto mo ibalik sa diesel yung fuel, pag naka-heavy fuel ka na, tapos ulipat mo ulit sa diesel, so, ganun pa rin. Slow lang yung changeover and then check mo yung mga steam lines. Unti-unti mo ring i-close yung mga steam lines. So, ganun pa rin. Parang baliktad lang. Note, if for some reason venting tank must be drained, the three-way valve can return the fuel oil to the settling tank. So, pwede lagay mo ulit sa settling tank or service tank. So, diesel engines are usually stopped and started with heavy fuel oil in fuel line. Diesel oil is used if the engine is going to be stopped for a prolonged period. So, for example, dry dock ka ng main engine or medyo matagal nyong ipapaanda rin ulit yung main engine nyo. So, pwede mo, before ipara mo yung fuel, yung main engine mo, i-change over mo muna sa diesel line para malinis lahat ng uh, linyada natin, and then yung pumps natin malinis din, yung fuel injector magiging malinis din. Kasi pag fuel yung ginamit mo, tapos ipapara mo yung main engine ng matagal, yung fuel na yun maari yung tumigas or lumapot masyado, tumigas doon sa ating fuel system. Pag nag-start ka ulit ng fuel system mo, baka mahirapan ka na. So, kailangan, pwede mong ilipat mo muna sa diesel bago mo ipara yung main engine. So, prolonged period like reducing or when conducting major overhauls to fuel system. So, mas magandang magbaklas ng fuel system pag diesel na yung dumadaan doon kasi malinis na. Pag fuel kasi medyo baka yung iba tumigas, mahirap nang bunutin or tanggalin yung mga parts. So, if ambient temperature is extremely low, pag malamig yung lugar, or if steam system is out of commission, or nasira yung boiler mo, or may problem sa steam system mo, change to diesel oil before stopping or empty lines by changing to diesel oil and recirculating oil back to HFO service tank. So, recirculate mo lang yung fuel, diesel mo muna before mag-stop pag may problema ka sa boiler mo or magda-dry dock ka or magme-major overhaul kayo sa makina. So, pa-circulate mo lang yung diesel dyan sa hole lines. Okay, para walang matirang mga fuel na maaring magpapahirap pa sa'yo pag nagbaklas ka or pag nag-restart ka ulit, mahirapan ka pa. So, fuel oil gassing. So, if the fuel oil temperature after the fuel oil heaters rises higher than the fuel's boiling temperature, so, pag masyado nang mainit, magkakaroon ng gassing of the oil. So, yung gassing na yon, so, it may disturb the main engine, the running of the main engine. So, maaring magkahangin yung linyada mo, magagasing yung linyada mo, tapos yung gassing na yon is pumunta sa injector mo, and then yung injector mo hindi na pag-inject ng fuel dahil may hangin na nasa loob niya. So, maaring yung engine mo pumara or magkakaroon ng mga improper na load or unbalanced load. So, the signal from the viscosity meter becomes very noisy. So, pag medyo maingay na, maririnig mo rin yon. Normally, heavy fuel gassing develops above 135 degrees Celsius and for diesel oil above 80 degrees Celsius. So, pag yung diesel pala, pag lumagpas ng 80 degrees Celsius, maaari din siya mag-create ng gassing. So, to prevent gassing, meron tayong venting tank or deaerating tank or mixing tank na tawag. So, dyan, dadaan yung mga gassing or mga bubbles na nakikreate ng fuel natin during high temperature. So, lalabas natin yan kasi makakasira yan sa ating injection. Fuel oil quality. The fuel oil quality, heating value, and system viscosity can be set from variable page. Sa, paano to? Variable page. Sa simulator lang yan. Okay. So, let's discuss. Okay. So, here, balikan natin. So, pag nag-start ka ng makina from major overhaul or from dry docking, galing ka dry dock, or when you are, your boiler is defective, wala ka masyadong steam, you can start your main engine from using diesel oil. So, diesel oil muna tayo, 100% sa diesel, and then pupunta sa supply pumps. The supply pumps will create pressure and then ita-transfer niya yung fuel mo, isusupply niya papunta sa ating vent tank. So, dadaan siya ng flow meter. So, yung from the vent tank, dadaan siya ng strainer and then booster pumps or circulating pumps. So, pwede rin tawagin to na circulating pumps. and then dadaan siya ng heater. So, papainitin mo muna siya bago mo idaan ng backflash filter, and then here through viscosity meter. So, yung viscosimeter natin, i-check niya kung ilan na yung viscosity niya. Tapos, depende sa viscosity, pag medyo kulang yung heating, magbibigay siya ng signal sa ating steam line na magbukas, dagdagan niya yung steam heating na niya dito, dadaan dito pupunta sa heater. So, para mas uminit yung fuel. So, kahit na malamig yung fuel na dumaan sa ating heater, dadaan pa rin siya dito sa ating main engine, lalabas, pabalik na vent tank. Kahit malamig yan, wala siyang ibang choice, dadaan talaga siya dyan. So, hindi lang yung mainit yung pwedeng dumaan, pati malamig. But, since malamig na yung dumaan dito, makikita yan ng ating viscosity controller, and then, magdadagsag siya ng steam sa ating system para mas dagdagan niya yung heating. And then, pag na-reach na niya yung required temperature, doon na magbibigay naman ng signal yung viscosity controller na pwede nang bawasan yung ating steam. Okay? So, maintain niya lang yung viscosity na yun kung ano ang kailangan ng makina. So, dito nakalagay 15 centistoke yung viscosity natin. Usually, sa nasakyan ko, 12 centistoke ang gamit namin. Okay, then after that, meron tayong air cushion that will absorb the unnecessary vibration or yung oscillation na nagagawa ng ating mga fuel pumps at fuel injectors. So, kahit walang air cushion, okay naman, pero mas maganda talaga pag may air cushion. And then, after that, we have here the pressure regulating valve. Minimaintain niya yung pressure up to 9 bars dito sa linyada. Kasi pag pressurize yung system natin, mas hindi prone siya sa gassing. So, yung mape-prevent natin yung gassing sa ating system. Tapos, pressurize siya. Maganda yung naibibigay na fuel pressure papunta sa fuel injector pump and then sa fuel injector. So, bawal na may makapasok na hangin. So, kailangan pressurize palagi yung ating system. Then, after that, yung fuel babalik sa ating venting tank. So, lipat mo lang yung three-way valve papunta sa venting tank natin. Then, pag nag-gas up, nagkaroon ng gassing, aakyat yung gassing doon sa taas, sa deaerating valve, papunta sa ating pabalik ng service tank or yung ibang system, pabalik ng settling tank. And then, yung mainit na fuel, babalik naman dito sa ating booster pump. So, ganun lang ang flow. May nakalimutan pa ba ako? So, yun lang naman siguro. If ever may mga tanong pa kayo about the system, you can directly message me on my Facebook account. So, pwede ka rin mag-comment sa YouTube but baka hindi ko ma-replyan doon. Okay? So guys, thank you very much. I hope you have learned a lot from this video and see you next time. Okay, so bye-bye.